Boo.
Oh, you scared me.
Did I spook you? I hope so. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Blue Midwest Mysteries on TWR Community Radio. I'm MrMPS2002.
Oh, and I'm Percy6.
And I'd like to welcome you all to Spooky Season. This is where I'm gonna change the layout to the spooky one that Lemmy is making.
Oh, he's
making a scary one for us.
Ooh, that's nice.
So, but yes, welcome everybody. The next couple of weeks, every video that goes up here on TWR Community Radio is going to be real scary because Halloween's coming up soon. So yes, welcome to Spooky Season on TWR Community Radio. It's gonna be a good time. Maybe if you comment trick or treat on this video, I'll come by and give you some candy.
It's gonna be special. It's gonna be great.
I'm not gonna finish that song. Don't talk to me. Anyways, how have you all been, viewers at home? I hope you all enjoyed last episode, despite the malfunctions of my robot duplicate, the MPS Bot 2002. Don't worry, he's been disassembled, and he's currently locked in my closet, so there's no way of him ever escaping again.
I know, bad news for everybody out there. Not only is he not here, we also don't have Wooden Railway only here.
Boo, he was supposed to be here, but he's in a soccer game or something like that.
Yeah, he's being a party pooper.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's just us two. We're back again, and it's all spooky now.
Mm-hmm.
So Halloween's coming up. What do you think of Halloween, Percy6? Do you have any strong feelings or opinions on it?
Halloween, it's like as a kid, you love Halloween. Then I feel like middle high school, and it's like, I'm too cool for it. Now it's like, it's fun again.
I don't know. In high school, I went to Halloween parties, so I could always appreciate it a little bit. But I understand what you're saying. Yeah, now Halloween's cool again. I don't know. I think Halloween's okay. It's not like my favorite holiday because it's very like commercialized. Like it has really been used to promote like the costume and toy and candy and whatever industries. But I still think it's fun. It's fun to get spooky every once in a while.
I mean, now it's like you can go to. I see like at Walmart they'll have like $20 costumes you can get.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like, all right, here's your costume, kid.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Did you ever? What are some of your more memorable costumes?
Let's see. We're gonna have something Thomas related here because I went as Thomas one year.
Really?
For Halloween.
That's funny.
Yes, it was. Let's see if any of you. I feel like there's a lot of you that went out as Thomas. Let's see if you guys had the costume like me. And it was like you just put it over the top of your head, and it's like almost one of those. Man, I don't know how the best way to describe it. But like on the front, it was like Thomas and his face, like a circle, was like stuck out a little bit, and then the back, it was like wearing a tank top essentially.
So then, but your head still stuck out of it, even though the face was on.
Yeah, so like the face is on like your stomach, and then I forget what's on the back.
That's weird. Was it like a bunker?
I don't know. It was like. I don't know. Best way is like it was like a tank top, is the best way to describe
More
it.
like
I guess.
A tank engine top. Okay. Do you have any like favorite like scary movies that you watched or like around Halloween time?
Oh, what was that one movie? I'm sure you've seen it about like this house, Monster House.
Monster House. Is that like, the animated one?
I remember watching it.
Monster House.
I think I was like, movie. Oh, that's a decent one. Oh, Coraline. My brother hated that, but really? I really liked that.
Coraline's a pretty good movie. Yeah, I'm into it. I always like to watch The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really fun movie too. Tim Burton, great director, man. Great director. He some of his stuff is a little bit too dark for my taste, but I still like it. Did you ever see Tim Burton's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie with Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka?
I feel like I have.
I like the aesthetic of that movie, but I didn't like the movie itself is not great, but it looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about you though for costumes? Memorable costumes.
Right. I was Poe from the Teletubbies one year.
Oh, I was too.
That's funny. I was Robin from Teen Titans another year. I was the Riddler one year. I was the Joker another year. A lot of characters from pop culture. A lot of like superhero characters at least.
Oh man, now is like the perfect time for Joker.
I know. I'm the Joker, baby. Yeah, let's you haven't seen Joker yet. I saw Joker, and my quick review of it is that I thought it was okay.
A-okay.
It was a fine movie. It's not like the next coming of Christ, like a lot of people are saying. Like a lot of people can't shut up about how great they think Joker is. But I don't know. I think it's just okay. I mean, hey, if they love a movie, then who am I to stop them from loving a movie? But I just don't think it's that special. I liked it. I'm not saying I didn't like it, but you know, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I hear a lot of good things about it. I like the Dark Knight series, but I don't think it has too much to do about that.
No,
So
it has nothing to do with those. Yeah, because although the weird thing is that Heath Ledger, who played the Joker in the Dark Knight series, and Joaquin Phoenix, the guy who's playing the Joker now, were like really close friends.
oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So that's pretty spooky.
That's
and
pretty
and
cool.
Joaquin Phoenix does do a really good job as the Joker. He's a pretty scary looking dude. He's all skinny and gross. There's like scenes where you can see his ribs like poking all the way out from his skin. It's nasty looking. Yeah. Well, Wooden Railway only was supposed to be here with us this weekend, but he bailed.
Yeah.
Like a little pansy
Boo.
boy. So I mean that's okay. We weren't really gonna film anything, were we? Just
No.
like this podcast.
I think so.
Okay.
It's been a few weeks where like, we better film something.
And now it's just kind of like, whatever. Let's just hang out. Well, you'll be back soon, right? Because me and him hang out pretty frequently. So.
How often do you see him in like a given week?
I don't see him. I see him like normal. Like recently, it's been like 2 or 3 times a week. But
Oh really?
normally I only see him like once a week or like every other week.
Oh, not
But
so bad.
it's still a good amount. I like having another person from the community that is so close to me. That's pretty nice. Dude, we're recording this on a well, I suppose it's Sunday now, but basically on a Saturday, and so I got all my homework done in the morning, so now I don't have to do shit tomorrow once I wake up. I can just kind of like chill. I can eat my leftover Qdoba in the fridge.
Oh yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. My game plan tomorrow when I leave here, go back and watch the Vikings.
Yeah, watch the Vikings lose, more like.
Or I should say the Minnesota Jets.
As Roberto so lovingly calls them.
God, okay, I feel like I gotta tell the story for all the people that have probably seen like Minnesota Jet tweets over the years and are like, what's that? So there is a time, Roberto, LNER Flying Scotsman, the guy I did my 11-year anniversary crossover with, we were talking on Skype one time, and he was like, we were talking about sports team, like, I really like Minnesota or whatever. He's like, the Minnesota Jets, right? Like, no, Roberto, the Minnesota Vikings.
What other sports teams did he fuck up? Didn't he fuck up like some other?
Well, the other one who ruined it, like messed up, was like Multi Green Thunder. He messed up. Oh man, I wish I remember the names, but like he didn't know the Timberwolves.
God, both of them are Minnesota things. God, you guys need to step up your game. Educate yourselves. So are you like a big candy guy?
Oh yeah, candy. I love candy.
What was your favorite Halloween candy to get?
Kit Kat by far.
Really? I really liked getting Mike and Ike's and Skittles.
Mike and Ike's.
I'm a big Skittles guy.
Skittles are good too.
I also like Jolly Ranchers, but nobody really gave out Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers are good too.
I lived in a pretty like a nice neighborhood, so there were a lot of people in big houses that gave out like the king size chocolate bars or whatever like that. You just have to go up their like mile long driveway to their castle to get it.
Same thing with me, because like where I was at, like we didn't really go in our neighborhood because it was like a hike to get to houses, so we just went to regular good old USA neighborhoods and just go house to house. But when we would go by ours, it'd be like we get up to the house and then be like, just take whatever you want.
Yeah, the take like the bowls that they would just leave out, and it was like, we trust you, just take one. Damn, those people were pretty trusting. I definitely had some friends sometimes that would just steal the entire bowl.
Well, like, there wasn't many people, like, if I were to, and I did do it some years, go trick-or-treat in my neighborhood, there wasn't many other people out there, like maybe 2 or 3 other families, but I remember there's this girl who's in my grade, they just moved there, and their first year, they left a bowl out at the bottom of their driveway, so people wouldn't have to walk up it. It was all gone by the end of the night, so I'm sure one kid just came and took it all.
Yeah, well, my house had we had these really tall shrubs outside of our house. They're basically like trees. And when I got older, I would dress up in like a all black like ghost costume, and then I would like stand perfectly still behind them. And then when kids would walk up our driveway to trick or treat, I'd jump out and scare the piss out of them. It was fun, and the parents just laughed too. Like, I was worried I was gonna get yelled at by some of these kids' parents, but no, the parents did not give a fuck.
That's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna be like, are the parents like okay with that?
No, they knew it was in good fun.
Well, that's good. Man, I remember it might have been the last year I went trick or treating. I went because good old Midwest weather. It was cold. So, like, I went as a wrestler, and by the end of the night, it was cold. It's like, I didn't even put too much into the costume. Like, I just had a shirt from WWE Shop I wore. I think I did some stuff on my face. Like, that's it. But it was cold at the end of the night, so I'm like, oh, man, I'm too cold for this. So I just put a sweatshirt on, and I went up to the house of, like, a neighbor we know pretty well. And I'm thinking as I'm, like, getting candy from her, I'm like, man, I probably look like I have no costume on right now.
I saw a tweet yesterday, and it was like, I hate trick-or-treating in the Midwest because you could never be Spider-Man. You always were Spider-Man with a jacket.
It's true, though.
Oh, holy shit! This is bringing me back. I think I was Spider-Man one year. I think it was Black Suit Spider-Man.
Oh, really?
I think this was right after Spider-Man 3 came out, and it was like 2008, I think. Man, Spider-Man 3. That was my first PG-13 movie.
Ooh.
Do you remember what your first PG-13 movie was?
Not really.
Really?
I remember my first movie I went to was Spirit.
Really?
The one on the horse.
The horse one?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
We went as a family. My last movie I went to, I want to say...
Yeah, because you didn't go to It Chapter 2 with us.
No, that could have been my last movie I went to. I wanted to
You
go to
could have
that...
watched Wooden Railway only spill soda all over my friend.
I saw the person he spilt it over today. And, I see him like, oh, how are you? He's like, well, better than last time. I don't have any soda on me.
Ro. You wacky man.
That's the thing. We should technically be calling him Ro because his channel's been changed.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna... No offense, but nobody's gonna fucking understand who we're talking about if I just say Ro.
Well, we can always do the hashtag bring back Wooden Railway only.
Yeah, but that's too much fucking work.
That's too many letters.
Yeah, it really is. Just the bring back 2002. It was very nice. It was simple. It was concise. But yeah, it's too much work.
Yeah, it kind of is.
We were playing Smash earlier, and I won every round. Is the crazy thing about our game earlier.
Well, that's some fake news.
There's
there.
There's no records to prove otherwise.
Well, see, he plays strategy if you ever play against Matt. He plays either as Rob or Incineroar.
It's sometimes as Duck Hunt, but I didn't feel like starting the hunt up tonight.
All he does with Rob is the side B with the arms.
Yeah, because it's powerful as hell.
And then
it's overpowered, dude.
Incineroar, it's just up B.
Yeah.
Up B. Occasional side B.
Because that's all you need with Incineroar. Because if you're gonna get fucking Incineroar, don't just punch with him, man. Do something else. Use his actual good attacks.
The worst was, it was the two of us and then the friend that Ro spilt his drink on. The three of us were playing the game, and the worst one was at the end of one game. Actually, the last game I think it was, right?
The last game we played, yeah.
We were all down to one stock. and Matt here did his up-B on both of us and killed us both at the same time.
Flew off the map together. It was pretty cute. It's almost like they were holding hands as they flew to their oblivion.
Then he's like, I retire.
Yep, I retired, and then my friend tried to suffocate me with a pillow, but it was fine. Yeah, tonight we also went to go pick up one of my friends from the train station because he was coming back into town. So, Percyno6 got to see a little bit more of Milwaukee. What do you think of it? What do you think of
my thought
MKE?
when we were driving there? I'm like, man, I can't believe he knows how to get here without putting it in his phone. There's no way I could do that.
Well, yeah, that's because my friend, driving is his job. He like valets.
Oh yeah, now that you say that, I remember hearing people say that.
Yeah, he valets at like a hotel downtown, so he knows how to drive pretty well. But yeah, driving in Milwaukee's terrible.
Well, like I'm starting to get like a better understanding of Milwaukee. Obviously, I don't know near the entire town, but like I know the spots I've been. Like this is my third time coming to Milwaukee this year.
Mm-hmm.
Each time I've gone and seen a different person. Each time, like I had to take a different route to get there. So, but anyway, and all that, you know, like I'm starting to like when I went, I hung out with my friend. And then I went and picked up Matt. And, like, as I picked up Matt, I saw another friend's dorm. I'm like, man, you know, connecting the city slowly but surely.
It's funny. Okay, so I'd now like to introduce a new segment on our podcast. I'd like to call it Matt's Conspiracy Corner. Today's conspiracy is of what happened to Ted.
Oh.
I think the aliens got him. I think the gray people have him, and he's reciting Railway Series history to them up in the spaceship on the way to Jupiter. Because that's got to be the only explanation for where he's been. Because he's been... I don't know if anyone's noticed or not, but the Ted has been gone for a while.
He has. Like, here's a little fun story about it. The last time I saw Matt, Ro was also here. And, at that point, my anniversary is like, I saw him that weekend. I think my anniversary is like a Wednesday, Thursday. Was it Friday? I don't know. It was a day during the week. It was a few days before that. And Ted had a decent sized role in my review. Mm-hmm. So I messaged Ted about it probably in like August. And he's like, or he mentioned to me like early in the summer, like, hey, I'd be willing to do it. Because I didn't think Ted would even be able to. So I wrote up what I needed from him. He was like, yeah, it was like about Labor Day weekend. He's like, yeah, I'll get it done, blah, blah, blah. Well, like, he didn't. And it was like days before the anniversary. And I'm like, all right, Matt. So you're the backup right now. So like literally I had at that point planned Ted not to be in it. Like Roberto didn't get his lines done yet. So I'm like, okay, here's the lines with Matt. You're probably going to want to do the lines with Matt because Ted's not going to get it done in time. And then out of the blue, like a few days before it, he's like, yeah, here's my lines. Like,
was that the only contact he sent you? He's just like, here's my lines. And
yep.
He just sent it. Wow. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know where he is. I hope everything's okay with him because he was like super about like the recreation of community radio and stuff like that. And now he's just gone and his show is like on the back burner. I'm disappointed because he had a really cool show idea too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he was instrumental. Without him,
absolutely, it was his idea to do it.
We wouldn't be doing this right now, you know.
Yeah. So, but I guess we're gonna have to find a new show to replace his, at least somewhat, maybe temporarily while he's gone.
I don't know.
So if you would like to be on TWR Community Radio and you think you have a cool idea for a show, send in a pitch to our Google Forms thingy. It's in the description below. Shameless plug. I don't know if anyone's even going to be watching this far into the video or not. They're going to be like, 25-minute video? I don't think so. And then click off of it.
That's true. Maybe. There's probably a couple hardcore fans out there.
Real fans. Yeah, for sure. If you're this far in the video, type Christopher Audrey in the comments down below. Audrey. He's, you know the guy. Do you know the whole like scandal with Christopher Audrey?
I don't know if I do.
He like got married to like a transgender woman, and the transgender woman like killed herself or like killed someone. I don't remember, but me and Chase and Jolly Good Idea and Simon Soder Fan 2K10 were talking about this on the car ride to the airport after Shining Time, and it was quite an enlightening experience. We were walking around inside Target, like reading all these like articles about it. It was really strange.
I don't remember all the details of it, but I remember reading it somewhere.
I think I have that. I have like a screenshot of like an article about it saved on my phone, but I would have to go way back through my photos, and I have so many fucking pictures on my photo library. It's ridiculous. Okay, so there have been quite a few spooky episodes of Thomas and Friends, the TV series. What are some of your favorite spooky episodes? I think, personally, there's only one right answer here.
Well, Stepney Gets Lost is always a good one. That's probably the one at the top of my list.
I gotta say, it's Duncan Gets Spooked, bro. I really like Duncan
Gets Spooked.
That's a good with the viaduct. It gave rise to the Proteus lore, bro. There's so much lore based off.
It's got the
episode.
one scene, and don't get me wrong, it's a good scene, but like terms of episode, like that whole Stepney Gets Lost, like you're on the edge of your seat, like Stepney about to get scratched
Stepney
again.
Might actually fucking die.
Starts out like a normal episode, and then bam, Ari and Bert come. That's back when Ari and Bert were
that's before
evil.
They weren't even named in that episode. It was just the two scrapyard diesels.
Nah, Buffer and Bert.
Oh yeah, that's right. But
I don't know if Ari was though.
Ari wasn't named, and then their models got shipped off to Canada, and they filmed Thomas and the Magic Railroad, repainted them as Splatter and Dodge, and then, contrary to popular belief, the models never got shipped back to where they were supposed to, so they had to make completely new models.
Oh wow!
So that's a fun fact. A lot of people think that they repainted Splatter and Dodge into Ari and Bert, but it was like confirmed the Splatter and Dodge models were like lost after production completed on Magic Railroad or something like that.
See, like, funny thing, I don't know if you remember, but like when I made my series the first time, like 2008, 2009, I had Ari, Bert, Splatter, and Dodge all in my series at the same time, and I get people calling me like, no, Splatter and Dodge were made into Ari and Bert, you can't do that.
So you're vindicated. History has vindicated you.
It has sided with me.
And not Chase. Because remember, Chase did that in his...
did. What was it? Strange Case of Splatter and Dodge.
Strange Case of Splatter and Dodge. Yeah, he had him get pushed into the work shed and changed into Ari and Bert. Damn, I remember. Those were the days. Those were the days when Strange Case of Splatter and Dodge was all the content that I needed. I didn't need anything more.
Nope. Wheels of Fortune.
Yeah. God, like, I wonder... It's gonna sound weird, but like, I wonder who like the most watched viewer is by like, or the most watched user is by like the younger people in the community. Probably still like Chase, right? Probably like Chase and Enterprising. I feel like are the two biggest pullers, and then of course me.
Oh yeah. Also, Jay Louvier.
Oh yeah, well he's back again. I like how he's back and he's just pretending like he wasn't just gone for like a year.
I love it.
He's back at it like a crack addict. What can you say?
It's like, God, who would be a good one to compare to? It's one of those where like I'd see him comment, like he commented on my video like a couple weeks ago. It's like, Josh, thank you. How are you doing? And then he just starts uploading again.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, Josh. God, if we could get him to come to the next Shining Time meetup, that would be insane.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, man. Get some other people to meet up with Josh, because me and Roberto are the only ones. Isn't that weird to think about? Me and Roberto are the only wouldn't really users.
What a trio! Josh. You, Roberto, and Josh.
And Jay Louvier. And then after that, we all got In-N-Out Burger together. That was fun.
Oh, that's good.
All right. Well, I think we should wrap this episode up. I'm very tired. I want to go to sleep.
I am too.
But this was maybe the spookiest thing about this episode was how much I need to sleep. Ooh, I'm going to turn into a ghost if I don't go to bed right away.
Or we'll have to replace you with the MP bot again.
Well, no, he's locked in the closet. He's defective. He was he was trying to fucking cut off my head and replace it with like a robot head, dude. It was fucked up. So hopefully, I mean, hey, maybe he'll be back. He'll be repaired for future episodes where I have enough energy to do the character.
Honestly, we got back tonight like about an hour ago.
Yeah.
And like as we were leaving, he's like, "Oh, we still gotta film. We gotta do it." And I was thinking, probably tomorrow we'd film.
Well,
It's
you
like,
gotta
we
leave early
probably do.
tomorrow.
I know.
So I'd rather just do this as opposed to have to get up like an hour early to have to film. Especially because I had a problem with the recording. I had a problem with Audacity, so then I'd have to figure that shit out tomorrow morning while I'm all tired.
Man, the audacity of that.
Good joke. And that joke alone should be enough to get people to turn off this episode. All right. Thank you for watching, everybody.
Happy Halloween,
yes.
2 weeks early.
Yeah. Enjoy a spooky season on Community Radio. I think next is Thomas Battles, I think. Or maybe it's
probably a Lemmy show.
Maybe it's one of Lemmy's shows. I don't know. I know Roman and Henry are recording
they could be they could be recording at this time too.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. Got a psychic, like a podcast connection to them. All right, well, whoever it is next, enjoy it. It'll be spooky. And thank you to Lemmy for our cool art. We can't actually see it right now because he hasn't made it yet, but when we get it, I'm sure it'll be real.
I mean, look at the rest of the channel art. It's pretty good.
He just came out of nowhere with that. He's like, all right, guys, I made this. And we're like, oh, all right. All right, everybody. I'm MrMPS2002. Subscribe to me or don't, because I'm not making any more videos. Follow me on Twitter at MrMPS2002. I was gonna say follow me on Instagram, but I don't have an Instagram anymore. At least not a YouTube.
You had an Instagram?
I had a MrMPS2002 Instagram. Now I have just a me Instagram, but you can follow that, but I'm not gonna follow you back. So there's that.
Just gain the followers, and then at least for me, you can follow me on Twitter at Percy6, and you can subscribe to Percy6
and
for videos.
And follow his Instagram.
No.
Which is